I tell you.
Should we find out what shape level is? Would that be a good start?
What shape level is? It could be flat.
It's flat, mate. Level is flat, right?
Right.
Well, if we're talking about the one in Bedford, then it's not really that flat. It's kind of like a bit of a U-shape with a lot of water inside it.
Let's just say level is flat. Call it.
It's got a level on an angle.
No, as long as
can you have a level on an angle? Or do you just have the angle?
You can't, can you? It's horizontal, isn't it?
Level doesn't.
The evening will go more smoothly if we just call level flat and horizontal.
Yeah.
With zero curvature. Yeah.
If we just give Bev what he wants.
I've got it.
Flat, zero curvature.
Level is flat with perspective.
Flat has no curvature. That's right.
Okay, and that's what level is.
Yeah.
So when we say water level, that's what we mean then, right?
Yeah, water's flat,
nice
earth is
flat.
flat.
See, water
I didn't say that, to be honest.
Oh, hang on. Who said that about the Earth?
No, I mean, that's what Bev is alluding to. That's where he's going with all these questions. So we might as well just get there. The earth is flat. The earth is flat. Water finds its level.
Separate,
we can
though.
see. We can see
They are
forever. I can see London from New York.
Can you?
Because the world is flat, right, Bev? I should. The world is flat. I should, man.
The water's level.
On
That's,
a
all,
nice,
that's
clear...
all we're dealing with at the minute. We'll start off small.
Yeah, between
scale,
New York
right?
and between New York and London is just water. So on a nice clear day, I should be seeing London.
If the water's
Since
level,
the earth is flat.
if the water's level, how does that make you see further? Like what?
Because there's nothing obstructing my field of view on
Does
a
that
nice clear
clear
day.
all of the air
I
up
should
and
see
everything?
London.
Does it?
I said on a nice clear day, where meaning basically
a clear
where
day.
there's
If
little
you mean a nice day
atmospheric-
with zero clouds, that's probably one of the
Yeah,
worst
zero
conditions
clouds,
you can have
Yeah,
for vision. Have you never gone out with the camera?
yeah. On a nice day.
And the land temperature are about the same, and there's as little moisture in the air as possible. That's the kind of day that I would call a really clear day.
And is that the
Yeah,
best
on
day
such
to
a
find
day-
out whether water level is horizontal?
No, that would be a good
No.
way to see a long way.
Well, that's
Exactly.
what.
On such a day,
You've
from
already
New York, I
established
should
that
see
it
London.
is.
I've got a test.
Yeah, we
oh
agree
right,
with
I've
you.
already established
No,
that.
Bev, we agree with you. The Earth is flat. So
No, listen,
be able
listen
to
to me.
see London
Like
from New York.
you keep making things up. We're talking about
making
water
what up?
level.
The
Yeah,
Earth
yeah.
is flat. Aren't you happy? We're agreeing with you. What more do you want to argue about?
You agree that the Earth is flat, like the topography, the Earth.
That's you're
Or
trying to
are
say
you-
it's
are
flat
you conflating the
because
Earth with the
level
water?
means flat.
Are you getting the two confused?
Bev, is the Earth not flat? Don't you believe it's flat because water finds its level?
Is
and
the
level means
Earth
flat?
the water? Or is that different? Is that separate?
It's on Earth, is it not?
Pardon?
I'm so
The
confused
water,
now.
the water is part of the ecosystem we call the Earth. Is
Well,
it
I don't
not?
know what you call the Earth. I call Earth, like the ground. I call the water. I separate the two.
Oh. Sorry, we colloquially refer to this place as the planet Earth. It's like a name.
I know you do. Yeah, it's a nice model you have. I don't have that model.
No, it's
Sorry.
a nice reality, but you know.
Well, like that's what we're trying to find out, isn't it? Like, is the water level
No, that's
horizontal?
what you're trying to find out by doing.
Well, you're not trying to find that out, are you
denying
not?
all the evidence that's been presented.
You're not.
How you gonna find that out, man?
Well,
Yeah.
I've got a test.
Have you
Yeah,
done your
okay.
test?
What's your test?
In order to
Yeah,
do,
what are the results?
well, I have to explain to you, don't I? I've stopped right at the very beginning because you don't seem to understand what level is.
No, but you really don't need to start at the beginning. Just present your evidence.
No,
Yeah.
it does level curve to you, or is it a device that establishes a horizontal? Because you have to sort out what the level is first before you can do the test.
What does
So how do we sort it out, mate?
Wait,
Well, I don't know.
What does having a semantic definition of
no.
a word do to actually prove the shape of the Earth?
Right, well, we have to have an understanding of
Just
what
because you want
level
to equivocate
is.
between level and horizontal, and water finds its level, these are all semantics. None of that is proof.
It's
Now
not.
provide your evidence.
There's a logical process that will deal.
That's just semantics. It doesn't matter.
It's not semantics.
It's not evidence. You can say that logically this is valid, but now you need to demonstrate the validity of your premises.
Right, so we have to go through.
Dross, you were talking to a brain-damaged pigeon. Do you think he even understands all the words you just said?
You have to establish the framework that you're going to do the deal in, don't you? So the geometry that we're dealing with defines the words, right? Or do you think you define the words of everything?
Well, what's your test, man? Come on, what's your test?
Yeah, tell us the test, please, man. Like, quit with the questions and just walk us through your test and what your results are.
It's a water level. You know what a water level is? Like
yes.
Big, massive
tube.
Water's
always level, mate.
Yeah.
Tell us what we do.
Yeah, that's what we're going to establish, isn't it? The shape of that level. Now, do you think it curves? Or do you think
I'm
it's
up
a
for a
straight line?
laugh. Tell us how it works.
We think.
Just tell us, man.
You have.
Yeah,
stop asking. Don't worry about asking us questions.
Right. Okay.
You obviously know in your mind
you have a water level
what you have to do.
going
so just
2 miles from one end to the other. It's just a pipe, right? Then you have 2 more water levels, half as long, and they go from the outside to the center of where the other one was. Okay, so the 2 smaller ones go to the center. The big one goes
are you saying they overlap?
Yeah.
Are you saying they overlap each other?
So, well, because they
are
individual. They are individual water levels.
Yeah, I got that. One's 2 miles long and the other 2 are half as long as 2 miles.
So, do you believe that there is a chance that there may be a rise in the middle of the water level?
It's nothing to do with what we believe. We're waiting for your evidence back.
No, the test.
But what's it going to show us, mate? What's it going to show us?
It will tell you whether the water levels are all on the same level, the same horizontal plane, won't it?
So, are you on the level? Is this experiment on the level?
Yes, it is. It's an honest experiment with simple tools that
anybody
else would be able to do it. Well, has it? Well, Slice Kane's done it, hasn't he? He tried to do it. I think he is trying to do another one, but I don't know. He won't talk to us about his water level test. Has he talked to you guys?
No, I haven't heard from
Slice Kane.
The last thing I saw from
Bug in Germany, he's doing it. It's Bug 2.
Okay. The last good thing I saw from Sly was the shadow thing he did with 20 odd people from all around.
He's going to do
the flat Earth.
He's going to do it over, I don't know how long, about a mile or something. But he says he's got a bendy water level test, right? So obviously there's
that's
people.
Going to defeat the purpose.
The people think water bends, so that's what my test is. Therefore, right? So you have a test of your guy that says it's going to bend, right?
No.
I have my test.
So your test is rigid.
Pardon?
Is your test going to be rigid without any bends?
Why? The water.
Well, I'm asking you.
Do you know what a water level is? Again, I have to explain it. It's a big tube, right?
Yeah, I got that, mate.
Yeah,
I got that. Do you know what I'm asking you, mate?
Establishes a
or do I have to ask it again?
Plane. We've found a really straight bit of a canal to do. It's like 2 miles. It's pretty straight down the side of the canal. Yeah.
It's a great place.
So you're going to run a pipe along the canal, are you?
Yeah.
Or how's it going to work?
Yeah. We'll run a.
So you're going to run a 2 mile pipe along the canal.
Yep. And then
halfway down that
2 1 mile ones on the inside of it.
Can I explain this to you?
You want to explain my test to me? Okay, go.
Yeah, well, just to see if I understand it. Yeah, I'd like to do that to see if I understand. And as a teacher, you should probably be asking your students to explain what you've said back to them,
teacher.
So you know they understand it.
Sorry,
right?
Teacher.
Right, sir. Yeah, you're the teacher here.
Oh, right. Okay.
You shouldn't be asking us questions. We're asking you questions.
Well, you always
So
have
you got
the
a two.
teacher
You got
questions. Sweet.
so you got a 2 mile long water pipe,
Yep.
and then you got 2 1 mile long water pipes. Is that correct?
Yep. Or just hose pipes, just a tube.
Oh, what? Are they flexible or rigid?
Yeah, they'd be flexible, won't they? I don't know where would you get
I
a
don't know,
2 mile
will they?
rigid pipe
I'm
from?
asking you.
No, it's just like a hose pipe. It's just a tube. Like, you know what a water level is, don't you? You keep saying
Right,
you do.
so you're going to use a hose pipe.
Yeah.
You're using a hose pipe.
Yeah.
No worries. Righto. And then you're going to have a 1 mile long,
2.
halfway through the 2 mile long.
Yeah, 2
1
mile long ones.
Yeah, I haven't finished yet. And then what are you going to do with the second 1 mile long one?
They go from the outside edges of the 2 mile bit to the inside. Like it's 2 halves, isn't it? 2 is halved by 1,
so,
and then you have 2 1s on the inside of the 2.
So you've got the 2 mile long water level.
Yep.
And 2 1 mile long water levels.
Yep.
And they'll one 1 mile long water level will run from the left side, say, of the 2 mile long one to the centre.
Yep.
And the other 1 mile long one will run from the right side of the 2 mile long one to the centre.
Yep. So then, each of them, there will be 2 vials together. You'll be able to tape all of them 2 vials together. And they will all have individual, different
Where are the vials?
water levels, won't they? All different references.
Can you clarify for me where the vials are?
Do you want me to explain to you what a water level is? You keep saying you do understand, but then you seem to not understand when I'm talking about it.
I want to understand.
Right, well, the
vials
are the bit at the top end of the water level that show the water level. Right?
Pardon? You talked over
the vials are the ends that show you the water level within the water level. They are just the ends of the water level. Do you understand what a water level is yet?
Right, no, I understand you better now. I'm trying to understand you. I know what a water level is.
It's pretty simple.
I'm just trying to understand you.
Really simple.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is pretty simple. You're right. No need to get snarky, mate. I'm just asking you.
You keep asking me loads about the same thing that you say that you already know about.
Well, you keep explaining it in different ways, so I'm just trying to get clarification.
I'm trying to explain it in as many ways as I can. You said you wanted teaching.
Go ahead. Don't let me stop you.
Well, that's it. We do that. We set the test up, and then we see. We look at the water levels. Yeah.
Cool. Where are your results from the test?
Listen, has the test been done yet? What would you expect the results to be?
You keep saying that the Earth is flat, so you haven't done the test.
When did you hear me say that? You keep saying that I say things that I don't.
Sorry, do you believe the Earth is flat?
No. The Earth, right, is the land. That's got topography. Right? I keep saying the water is level. The Earth has topography.
Is the Earth a sphere?
No,
is the Earth a sphere?
The Earth has mountains and valleys, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
that's not flat, is it? You're not going to tell me that mountains and valleys are flat, are you? Do you think the flat?
So you're saying you don't know the shape of the Earth? Is that what you're getting?
I'm saying my test is going to help us find out the water level is horizontal or not.
Well, only.
Do you not think it's got any chance of not showing that it is not, or what?
In a 2 mile stretch, it might or might not.
Oh, it might or might not.
Let's say
it might or might not.
All right, Bev. Let's say your test shows that the water level is horizontal. What does that mean?
It means the water level's horizontal. Brilliant.
And in a 2 mile stretch, Nate, it means in a 2 mile stretch, the water level is horizontal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to know what that means to Bev, in terms of, as Druss said, the realm that we live in, the Earth in its entirety.
Yep.
Does it speak to the shape of that?
Well, 2 miles will tell you that, obviously.
Reality, is that not what we're after trying to find out about here?
Right, Bev? 2 miles will tell us the shape of the whole world, right, Bev? That's what we're getting
Tell
at,
us
right?
if water
Or
level's
not?
horizontal or not. If level means horizontal, won't it?
And then what does that say about
You're
the shape
confused.
of the Earth?
That says that level is horizontal.
You're trying to, over 2 miles. You're trying to measure. You're trying to measure something that's what, less than 2 arc seconds. Is your instrumentation going to be precise enough? To
It's a
deliver
water
that
level.
kind
It
of
doesn't measure angles.
How accurate are your garden hoses, mate, that you're going to use for this test?
The water level. Well,
Yeah, you're using hose, you said,
you
like garden
want to
hose?
read what it says. The water level at each end of the tube will be at the same elevation. Is it? But it can be more accurate
hang on,
over long
what do you-
distances. I mean, like more accurate. What's more accurate than a laser level?
What are you...
How
what are you
accurate
reading?
do you want?
What are you getting? What are you reading there, mate?
The description of a water level as practically used
But-
by people.
But who wrote that?
What?
Who wrote that? Who wrote that?
Who wrote what? What a water level
What
does?
you're reading? What you're reading? Who wrote it?
I don't know. Do you?
No, I don't know. You're reading it.
Well,
What are you asking me?
It goes back all the way to the Greek times, the water level.
So some old Greek bastard wrote it.
Well, I guess, right, when they were inventing geometry, they used that as a horizontal on which they could base perpendiculars on to explain reality through logic when they made geometry. I guess
So
that
what
goes
other
all the way back
logics?
to that.
What other logic did they use to explain reality? You're accepting this hose thing, this water level thing. What else do you accept? that
Level
they
as
wrote
being
to
horizontal
explain reality?
and plumb as being vertical. Wouldn't
So
you do
if
that?
level is horizontal,
Yeah.
is the Earth a sphere or not?
Why are you so obsessed with this sphere
I'm just
that you're
asking,
talking
you know.
about?
Yeah,
we
mate,
start,
why are you obsessed-
we start
why are you
little,
obsessed
don't
with
we?
the Earth?
We start little.
We're just working. We're working with 2 miles here, Nate. That's
All right.
Come on, man.
All right.
yeah.
Baby steps. Okay.
We've got another, what?
We're just
15
working
to
something that
20,000
we
of
can
them to go?
actually practically do.
Right.
Do you not think it's a valid test? Is it not? You're not in for it?
No, it's a good test, but
It's
it's
a good
been
test,
done
brilliant.
before. We already know what the
It's
results
been done
are.
before.
I just don't
Well, what's
see
the results?
significance of
What are the results, please? If
The results
been
of
done before.
this?
Yeah. If it's been done before,
water is level.
right?
That's the results of the
And
test.
level is horizontal, right?
Over- Level is
Davros said it was horizontal, didn't you, Davros?
Are you referring to me as Davros?
Well, I don't know. Who
No,
said,
Davros.
who
you want-
said earlier
do you want me to-
that water level
do you
was
want me to
horizontal?
Do
Somebody
you
said
want me
that.
to?
Ian.
Do you want me to come over there and slap you in the balls?
Yeah,
I'm
slap
not
him to
Davros.
death. You need to beat him.
Who was it that said
Fuck's
that?
sake!
yeah, it was Davros, but it's not Davros speaking now.
Oh,
It was.
right. It was
He's talking
Davros
to-
that said that then, right?
No,
What,
I'm
you need to
was. He's
slap him in the
Davros.
nuts?
No,
I was
Davros
Davros.
said it earlier in the chat. He muted me because he didn't want to take it on as a conversation. He'd rather just mute me rather than saying whatever. But I mean,
Well, I didn't mute you. I never muted you. I've been having a conversation with you.
okay. So are you Davros or?
Oh, for fuck's sake, mate! Stop calling me Davros.
You need to get your
Please.
fucking name sorted.
Right. Are you the one that was called Davros that said earlier on in the chat that level is horizontal? Is that you or not?
No, I'm was.
Okay, right, was.
Was.
Okay. Do you say that level is horizontal?
It can be.
Oh, it can be. Brilliant. It can also be
Yeah,
like
but
on the
no,
level,
it's-
like being honest as well, can't it? Is that
Have you
what
ever
you
asked
mean?
Can be
yourself
vertical.
why water finds its own level?
Pardon?
Have you ever
Can level be
asked yourself
vertical?
why water finds its own level? Why does it do that? I bet you can't answer that one, can you? Yeah, you try and work out why water finds its own level. not
Finds its
all the rest of it,
equilibrium,
yeah,
doesn't
why
it?
Does, It what?
It finds its equilibrium. Yeah, yeah.
No, it doesn't fit. Equilibrium's nothing to really
What's
do with
equilibrium?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
When it finds,
What does
I
that
don't
even mean?
understand it.
when it finds
I
its
don't
level.
understand equilibrium.
Yeah, they're very closely linked, aren't they?
What is it? What's
It's
equilibrium?
a state of balance.
And how does that come to be?
How does that come to be?
Yeah, how does equilibrium, a state of balance, come to be?
Well, it's just horizontal, isn't it? It's a straight line. It's not curved, is it? Equilibrium doesn't mean curved, does it? Or do you think it does?
Got your words out of context.
I didn't even allude to anything about curve or curvature. or
Okay,
anything.
well,
Anyway.
I'm saying we've got a test that can help
You
us find this out.
talked way around that one. You did a chemo one. That was really good. I enjoyed that. But
That's what
you
I'm
was
here
crap.
for. I'm only here
But
to
you
try
was crap
and
at
get
it.
this test
You had
out
to
and
put
get
more
it
bullshit
working.
into it to make it more believable.
So you,
Like chemo does. You
you
need
know-
the extra bull.
okay, so what? How?
So
can,
equilibrium.
how
Hang on,
would you do
equilibrium.
this test better then? How what would you do to prove your curve? Well, how would we develop this test? That
Wait a sec, can
you'd
I
be more
backstep?
helpful. Like, come on, how can we get this that you guys are going to get excited by this test? Because like you're sure what's going to happen, aren't you? Like, you guys should be loving this, shouldn't you?
Yeah, the results are that the water's going to be level.
Horizontal.
It'll be interesting
What I
to
want to
see
know is
what you
what I
get.
want to know is what is the significance of that? So what if it's level?
Oh,
What now?
It's fine. It's brilliant. You
Is it still horizontal on a slope?
What are you
prepared-
going to do with the results? What are you going to do
Yeah.
with the results?
Yeah.
what?
Is
Wait.
water still horizontal on a slope? Or is it on a slope?
That's on a slope, isn't it? What are you talking about?
How can it be? It always finds its own level. So
then
whether it's on a
going
slope
down
or
it's
not,
go-
it will always
it's
find
going-
its own
yeah,
level.
it's going down the slope to find its level.
Well, yeah,
right,
it will
Nate?
do, yeah, and then
Wait a sec, Tao. I want to know what he does with the results.
We show people
Yeah.
that's what you do, and then you say, okay, off you go. You try and replicate it. Do whatever. Isn't that? Isn't that what we
everyone
do?
Will there
already
be-
knows.
We
When you
find
show
a test.
water's
We
level.
test it.
Hang on. When you
We
when you
repeat
show
it.
people, will there be streamers? Will there be streamers and fireworks when you show people?
No, because it's an
So it's
obvious
not that
fact.
exciting.
Yeah. I'm just doing it because certain people seem to think reality isn't reality. Some
How
people
so?
get really upset when people say level is a straight line on a horizontal plane. People react
Right, so this-
really strangely.
This test of yours will show reality.
Yeah, because it's performed in reality with tools that are practically used to...
Ben, how old are you?
Pardon?
How old are you?
Why? What's that got
I
to do
just
with
wondered.
it?
What are you, about 18?
No, Tao. He's only asking because he's got a whole
What-
box
what
of
you what are you
streamers
talking
and
about?
fireworks.
Wow,
What-
it's
what's-
just weird the way that you come out with stuff. You sound young.
All right. That's nice.
very
Thanks.
young.
Youthful approach. I love it. I love it.
Very useful approach, yeah. Like you just come out of kindergarten, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Youthful, bordering on infantile.
But, just we're trying to find out what's happening in the world, right? Right, you're up for that.
Just your level of
We
it's just your
love it.
level of understanding and intelligence and that, and your level of being able to, level. Basically, it's like it just seems nonsensical.
He doesn't
You've
have a
done it
level
then,
of
right?
intelligence. He's got a horizontal intelligence.
Okay, so we've
All
got some
right.
practical experience of surveying in here then, have we?
Surveying.
What's that?
No? Oh, no.
Can you repeat the question?
I said, do we have some practical experience of surveying in here, in this room, right now?
I've never surveyed shit in my life, dog.
Brilliant.
Me either. Have you?
Yeah.
What have you
I've been an
studied?
asbestos surveyor, but I've never done land surveying.
Oh, right. Okay.
I was a good surveyor. I just walked around with a camera and a clipboard. That was my job. and it was sealer.
What tools did you?
That was it.
What tools did you use, Bev?
A level, an optical level. I've got
Like
one,
to set
actually.
your line of sight type level?
Yeah, optical. Like we call them sight levels or dumpies.
Right.
Dumpies.
And you use
Yeah,
them
we-
to find level between 2
establish
points.
a
relative-
horizontal plane of reference. Yes, that's what they use a level for.
between 2 different points.
Well,
or, yeah,
it's a
your
horizontal
database.
plane of reference, so that whole plane
Okay.
is a reference frame.
But it's over a certain distance, right? Like this plane doesn't carry on forever. It's between 2 points, right?
A mathematical plane does extend forever, yeah. But the plane of reference you obviously can't see forever, can you? So that wouldn't work, and I don't know how that would work. But I mean, it works for far enough for it to establish pretty accurate levels, yeah.
Fair enough. I like that one.
All right, Bev, is this what you were doing with your line of sight level?
Yeah,
if you look at the
Yeah,
picture I
that's
tagged you in,
that's
you were trying to establish level between 2 points, right?
yeah, that's
that was your
that's
datum or
exactly
your-
how a level works, yeah.
That's what you did. Establish
that-
line of sight or
that's-
level between
yes.
2 points.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly how leveling works. Like as you
So
look
it
at
doesn't
that,
carry on forever.
as you look at that, can you see any distance away from them 2 points?
What do you
The
mean?
lens
Is there any difference in distance between A and B? Like,
I couldn't hear you,
distance.
man. Levman talked over you.
Yeah.
I'm
Is
sorry.
there a distance between A and B marked on that drawing anywhere?
There's a distance. They just don't tell us what the distance
Oh,
is.
right, but they do tell you the vertical distance of the horizontal line of sight, right? So basically what that's saying is that they just take the datum at the bottom as a straight line. The mean sea level is a straight line. And the level of the level is a straight line. And you don't need the distance between the two because it's a straight line. They're both parallel, aren't they?
Yeah.
Even in that drawing.
Yeah, it's a straight line
Yeah.
over a defined area. It doesn't carry on forever.
No. That would
It's a
obviously
straight line
the
between
height.
A and B.
Yeah, the
only.
vertical distances would
Beyond
obviously
A and B,
change, wouldn't
it's
they?
not straight
If
anymore.
there was a curve there, but there isn't a curve, so we don't need to bother with the distance between A and B, right?
Yeah, we don't need to because the distance
Geometrically,
between A and
because
B,
them two lines are parallel. That's why you don't need to do that.
yes,
Geometrically.
because the distance between A and B is a fixed defined point. It doesn't carry on forever. Beyond A and B, I doubt that line
No,
remains
your
straight.
datum's there is at the bottom. Mean sea level.
Yes,
Datum brackets.
that's the date-
Here.
yeah.
And the horizontal line of sight is a horizontal line. So the datum and the horizontal line of sight are parallel because they're both level.
Yeah, between
Yeah.
A and B.
Yeah.
Beyond A and B, no.
Fantastic.
It
I
doesn't
love it.
carry on. Yes, yeah, I totally agree.
Up to
Between
a
A and B,
point.
they're parallel.
Yeah.
Beyond A and B, it doesn't work anymore.
And there's no. That's why there's no distance between A and B because there's no curvature.
Yeah, because
If there was curvature,
Between
you would
A and
have to
B?
have a distance. Yeah, of course you would. You'd have to know the distance
Between-
away from your
Yeah.
level, actually. You'd have to have a centre point there from your level, and then you'd have to know how far away that was. If there was a curvature, of course. But there isn't, so you don't need to bother with that.
yeah, but
So
this
does
is
that
a
quite a
level-
cool
geometry
picture, that,
diagram.
actually.
In real life, you would want to know the distance between
I
A and
think
B.
I'll take
This
that
is just
for-
a simple diagram.
Yeah. Explains
So does that
exactly
does
how
that-
level plane
Does that,
surveying works.
does that device have a limit of perspective?
After a while, the
No,
horizon
perspective
will
doesn't
drop
come
to the
into
cross-
surveying. Plane surveying, anyway.
Interesting.
Lenses add curvature, so eventually the horizon will drop from the crosshair. Theodolites and surveying instruments can only be guaranteed up to a certain distance before
Exactly.
there are errors from the
What
refraction through the
distance?
lens and
What distance
polarization.
can we go to with the water level? How far does that work before that stops being horizontal?
Water's always level. It's always treated as practically level.
Horizontal.
Yep.
So you could have a hose, and the vials at the end of it could be infinitely long, couldn't they?
Yeah, you could take a hose all the way around the whole
horizontal,
planet and it would still be level.
Yeah, horizontal frame of reference, right? It'd still be
not
horizontal.
It would not be
that's
horizontal.
What a water level is.
Level.
It's a horizontal frame of reference. Yeah, yeah.
If I took a water level and I took one vial all the way around the Earth, and I brought it back to the other vial from the other side, they would still be level.
That's not how.
Do you remember
that's
the
not
image?
how water
That's
level
how it
works,
works,
is it? Well, I mean, if that's
exactly
how you think it works, that's brilliant, because that means that my test will definitely show curvature, because that's what you think happens,
It will.
right? Curves, right?
It will.
Brilliant.
It will show that it curves and that it's still level when it curves.
It curves. Yeah, but not horizontal. It can't be horizontal and curved as well, can it? I mean, that's not. There's no chance of that.
Are you going to take your water level all the way around the Earth or over a predefined distance?
2 miles, man. 2 miles.
Yeah, 2 miles.
Yeah, 2 miles is nothing, man.
Well, how
2
much
miles,
curvature do you think there should be in 2 miles?
So clearly, you're trying to prove the Earth is flat.
I'm trying
to
trying to show you guys that level is a straight line on a horizontal plane, practically used.
Which means the Earth is flat?
Which means level is a straight line on a horizontal plane. That's all I've ever been doing here. Have you guys never noticed that?
You know, I work with carpenters, mate. They use a level to
does it curve?
Straighten the vertical studs.
Does it curve
on a house? No, it's only like 2 meters long.
Yeah, it's a house, man.
So
like,
it's straight then.
Have wild curvature.
So we can tick straight.
It's level.
Yeah, we can tick straight, right? That's the bubble. The
level.
The bubble.
The level reads level.
The bubble is horizontal, right?
Vertical.
Yeah. Do they not use plumb lines?
No.
No. Okay, so they use a level with a bubble orientated on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to make something vertical straight. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not that accurate. Them, I wouldn't trust that for too much. I mean, it's all right for studding.
Well, the houses don't fall down.
Yeah.
They work.
Well, it's all right for studding, isn't it? I mean, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's not as good as a plumb line, is it? You'd use a plumb line normally for vertical. I mean, I know some people do call level vertical as well.
Plumb line takes a bit more time, I think. I think a spirit level's quicker.
So, Bev, if you look at the image I tagged you in again, right? That dotted line, that would be your water level that you take all the way around the Earth, and then you bring the two columns together and you read them, they would still tell you that they're level.
Yeah.
Even though clearly your water level has curved around the planet of the Earth. You would still get a
Mick
level
West
reading.
shut that argument down, right? Do you not trust Mick West? Yeah. You not trust Mick West?
I don't even know who Mick West is.
Oh, right. Oh, brilliant.
Is Mick West the leader of leveling, or who is he? I don't even know who that is,
you
man.
Don't know
I don't care what he thinks.
Well, I talked to a surveyor the other day and asked him if he thinks level is horizontal, and he definitely did. He confirmed that there was no curvature to level.
Did he say the Earth is flat?
Why would he have to? He was only being asked about the water level. That's all. Like I keep saying. That's the only thing I asked him. I didn't bother asking him silly questions.
To be a globe.
Okay, so let's say we give it to you. Level means horizontal.
Yeah.
Then what?
Brilliant. That's like welcome to reality. Right.
That's all?
Yeah, that's it. Well done.
All right, but the Earth is still a sphere then. Okay.
Well, you can think of it can think of it however you want. Yeah. I'm not telling you how to change your imagination or anything. Just that we accept real facts practically used.
So the Earth is only a sphere in my imagination?
Yeah.
Is it not a sphere in reality?
It's not a sphere in my imagination. Like,
Oh.
I don't have a
Okay.
model.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. It's
What?
fine. No, I just wanted to hear what it was in your reality.
In my reality,
Or in your imagination.
yeah, the
whatever.
water
You've made it
level
very clear.
is horizontal in reality.
No, you've made it clear in your imagination the Earth is not a sphere.
Yeah,
I just
I
wanted
don't
clarity
need
on
to
that.
imagine. I have reality. I have
So in your reality, it's not a sphere either. I just wanted clarity on that.
the
that's
water
all.
level is horizontal. There is no curvature to the water level in my reality. Also,
Earth
in
isn't
my
a sphere.
imagination,
I
the
just wanted to
water
hear that.
level
I just
is
wanted to hear
also
that.
horizontal.
But to be fair, your imagination is a 2-mile radius.
Pardon?
Yeah.
A 2-mile radius. Like,
Yeah.
do you
Your
even
imagination.
do you imagine circles all the time? I don't.
It's not about me, mate.
Imagine things like that. In fact, my imagination is terrible.
All right.
I love to check reality.
That's what's up.
There you go. I posted something for you to check out, Beverly. That was a good call for me. Good timing by me there.
Oh, thanks, Russ.
Who was that? Who got us that? What?
Bev, are you mentally prepared in case the world is not flat and it is a sphere?
Oh, yeah, I like that water level. He's sort of similar design, but mine's a bit different in it because it checks itself with 2 different water levels. Are you prepared for the outcome of that?
Of course.
And do we have any predictions? Do you guys have? Because I mean,
I'll go with Adrian's empirical evidence, which he's brought to us in this video, which says the Earth's not flat.
Well, I've been talking to a couple of people. I talked to Brenda and I don't know, was it Nate? Maybe, I don't know, somebody, maybe, but they seem to have the idea that you can't tell the difference whether it's curved or straight.
Maybe they don't understand.
Right. So there is definitely a difference between curved and straight and the water level. Like it's either it's curved or it's straight, innit? With the water level.
Mm.
Yeah.
So when can we expect the outcome of this test?
Well, we're not allowed out at the minute, are we? So we can't really do
Right.
much. So that's why we're just getting the conversation up and
Well,
trying to work
you
out
go
what.
out, you just can't do stuff in large amounts of company. That's what the government, well, and me, is asking people.
Yeah.
So you can go out. There's no restriction on you going out.
Yeah,
or
well,
not.
that's
They
what we
just
do. At the
say,
minute, we're just
don't-
trying to
don't go
sort
and
it
lick
out.
people.
We're costing it. We're doing all of that sort of stuff, yeah.
When did you come up with this test?
Oh, I've been going at it for about a year now, working on this. We've gone pretty deep into it, actually. We've done the geometry, we've done the surveying side of it. We've worked out how surveyors use levels. Yeah.
They did. Well, obviously that's been done by people who are using surveying equipment.
So what other tests have you got up your sleeve there, Bev, after the 2-mile long water level?
Well, we can repeat it, can't we? Different places, just to make sure.
Well, what's the point?
Well, why
don't we just go up into space and take some photos?
Why? What is the point? Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I kept saying that at the beginning. Like, what the water level is horizontal. Like, we don't really need to do this test. And then everybody says, "Oh, what do you mean water level's horizontal? It's curved, isn't it?" You're stupid if you think it's horizontal. I've been told for quite a bit. In fact, I got told I was a child abuser for telling my son that water level is horizontal.
I think that's about out of order to me.
Well, so that's why I developed this test to sort of prove to
still
myself.
haven't answered my question.
Still what?
You still haven't answered my question.
What was your question?
Ah, for fuck's sake. What's your next test after this one?
I don't know. We'll have to think of something else. Why? What's your test? What do you suggest? What?
I suggest you guys put a balloon up there, real high up.
Okay, that's been done, hasn't it? Yeah.
It has.
Right. So let's deal with the water
But do you
level.
reject it or what?
Nobody's done this.
Do you
water
reject the
level
balloon
test.
images? Do you reject the balloon images that we have?
With calibrated cameras.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about my water level test. Right?
I'm not talking about your water level
right, you've
test.
done with the water level test, right? The water level test
we've
will definitely prove level is either horizontal or something else. But you can't tell us what that something else is, but you think it will be that something else, right? Or will it be, does it have a chance of being horizontal?
You asked me what to do next, and I suggested a balloon, and you said it was already done, and then I asked you if you reject the results.
I don't know. I've never done a test, so I can't. I've never looked into it.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I asked you what are you going to do next, and you asked me what you should do next. And I suggested the balloon, and you said,
"Well, I'll tell you what.
So
I'll
would it
get
be worth
working
doing it?
on thinking about that once I've done my test."
No, you won't.
What? Think about it.
Yeah, I don't think you will.
When are you planning on actually doing this?
When we can. Why? Is there?
I don't know.
Should we get it out before?
Well, you've been talking about it for a while now.
Yeah.
Right.
Slice Barkane's doing his at the beginning of this year. Have you asked him when he's getting his done? Is that why you're so keen to know about mine?
I don't really talk to Slice Barkane much.
Right.
So
Sly hasn't come in here and told us about what he's doing, so
right.
I've not had the opportunity to talk to him about it. You're here now, so...
So let's keep it on the water level test, right?
Yeah, so when are you doing it?
When? We don't know yet. We're not allowed out. We don't know when we're going to be allowed out. Do you know when we're going to be allowed out? Can you suggest a good time?
What equipment have you
just tell the authorities it's an essential service. You'll be allowed. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Have you got the surveying equipment yet? Have you got
the hose pipes?
How many hoses have you got to get? 3, was it?
We need 4 mile of it, don't we? Yeah, we're looking.
How many miles have you got currently?
Yeah, we're looking at manufacturers and costing it up.
If you've been thinking about this for a year,
yes,
and you think this is a really good test and everything else,
do you not think it's a good test?
I'm trying to find out what investment you've made into doing this test. Have you got any of the equipment, any of the physicality of it together yet?
No.
Do you have a budget?
No, we are costing.
Have you done a cost projection to find out how much it's going to cost?
Listen.
You've not figured out he's a liar yet.
Are costing it right now. Okay.
What have you got so far?
I've got I've got the end of the water levels. So we just need the pipe.
Vials.
Yeah. That you plug into the end of it, right? So I've got them. I've got a dumpy level. I've got a tripod. I've got a few smaller water levels. I've got.
What do you need? What do you need the dumpy for?
What?
What do you need the dumpy for?
Do you not think we need to look at it? Is that not?
No, I'm asking you what you're going to.
Well, it's just a level.
I don't think anything.
It's a level to check the levels. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're checking level. So having a level.
But isn't the hose going to do that for you?
Yeah, of course it is. And the people looking at the hose and the level and everybody else that wants to come and do anything that they want to do. Do you want to come and bring a hose? Do you want to have a go?
I can't get.
Look at it.
I can't get up that part of the world, mate.
Should we record it for you?
I don't have the money to fly over there.
Should we?
Yeah,
record?
recording would be nice. I'd expect you would anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course we would.
Right. So what's the dumpy? What's the purpose? What function will the dumpy play in this?
It's a level.
Setup?
Yeah, just stand there at the side of it. Look good. Look cool. Take pictures with it. Do whatever you want with it.
Right, so it's got no practical function.
It's a level. Yeah, it has a practical function of
But the
establishing a
water hose will
horizontal
be a
plane
level.
to look through.
The water hose will be the level.
Yeah.
What's the dumpy for?
It's going to be at the side of the canal. That's also going to be the level, isn't it?
So you're going to put the dumpy at the middle of the 2 mile long level?
Well, you can put it wherever you want. Are you coming? Do you want to place it somewhere?
No, I'm asking you, man. Stop being such a...
Well, I'm saying you
say the
can
word.
do whatever you want with it. It's a level. You can move it around. You can set it up.
I don't know
you can
what to do
practice
with it.
doing-
I'm asking you what... I don't know what to do with
test,
it, mate. I'm
the
just
test,
asking you what you're going to do
The
with it.
test is the water level test. You asked me what equipment I've got. I was just telling you. I was just answering it.
No. I didn't ask you what equipment you've got. I'm asking you what equipment are you using? What have you got to be used? And you haven't told me what the dumping
Yeah, because
is going
we
to be used for.
haven't costed it yet, and we haven't done it yet. We are discussing what the level test will do. But that's all we're doing at the minute. We're just having a conversation
Right, okay.
about a test
Okay.
that somebody might be doing, might not be doing. We don't know. What do you think? Is it worth doing it? I personally don't think it's worth doing it, because I say the canal level in the water of the canal is horizontal already. I point at that and go, that's level, isn't it? And everybody else goes, yeah, it is. It's horizontal, isn't it? And they go, yeah. I go, any curvature in that? They go, no, it's horizontal. Only the people that have a model, and when reminded of their model, that get a real problem. Much like you guys do.
Yeah, I doubt you're actually going to do this experiment, though, because I remember
It's
we had
not
to talk about an
experiment.
experiment in the past that
Experiment, you keep
experiment,
calling it an
observation,
experiment.
whatever
do you think
whatever you want to call
If you think we
it.
could
test.
make it into an experiment, that'd be
Come on,
brilliant,
man.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, Bev, whatever you want to call it, I doubt you're going to do it, because we've had a discussion like this about a test in the past, which you never did. And you said you would.
What do you mean?
The test I posted was 2,000 meters, and it showed curvature.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. What Druss posted showed curvature, but he's apparently going to redo the.
It's a different test, isn't it?
No, it's a water level
watched
test.
It-
isn't
yeah,
it?
but it's not the same one as mine. He's not
It-
using.
it's no, it doesn't matter whether it's the same one as
different
yours.
reference
It's
frames.
water level, and water
Yeah.
levels always find level, do they not, Bev? According
Yeah.
to what you said.
Yeah, of course they do.
So it's
Yeah.
a valid test, is it not, to show if there will be curvature?
Right, so you say that test definitely shows that the water level curves, right?
Yep, and he
No,
explains
yeah.
how he
Okay,
came.
brilliant.
He explains how they came to the conclusion in the notes and the description. So you can go and
Yeah.
have a look at it. Go and watch it. I'm not going to say it's correct or incorrect either way. You can go and watch it. You can
I will
come to your
do.
own
Should
conclusions.
I review that?
I am not going to.
You
I'm
said
not
it
gonna
curved,
present
though.
it well.
You said it that proved curvature. Yeah.
That was his claim in the
What
video.
it proved, yeah, Dev. What it proved is that the Earth isn't flat, because he has three water levels over a distance of, I think it's 2,000 meters. Each of them have different heights, but the water is still level in all of them. So even though the ground they're on is not flat, the water stays level.
Yeah, it's horizontal,
Uh-huh.
right?
The water is level, even though the ground, that the
meaning
poles are
horizontal.
on-
That's what see.
Would be
You
better
can't keep saying level because
That was test. We do
No,
not agree
Bev.
with your equivocation on the fact that when you're talking about geometry
yeah.
and when you're talking about surveying, that level is always synonymous with horizontal. That's
Yes,
something we reject.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay?
So what
So
do
stop
you
trying to
say
fill that
level
equivalence.
is?
Level is just level.
Yeah, level is where you have it's always equidistant. Yeah.
Equidistant.
So I'll use the simple example that I've used with you before, Bev, which is if my tire is not level with the hub, I get a very uncomfortable ride.
Would that be spherical then?
I stated the statement. Draw from it what you will.
spherically.
Yeah.
level.
I think he means when he says equidistant, everyone. I think he means
spheres.
static R value. Do you? If you're talking geometrically, is that what you mean?
Wheels are not spheres.
Equidistant. Does that only apply to spheres, or what?
No.
You
can have it with other
But
objects
you
as
said
well.
equidistant, though, didn't you? Yeah. So what do you mean by equidistant, please?
What do you think I mean? It's equal distance from point A to point B, and as long as any point
From
that you measure
point A
along,
to point B, equidistant.
yeah. So
where's point A and where's
can I
point
finish
B?
my actual explanation? Bev, shut the fuck up, because now you're pissing me off because you keep over talking me. If you want to do that, fine. I'm going to duck out because I'm going to start shouting at you, and that's not constructive because you're being a dick. Any point that you take on a wheel,
Trust.
from point A to point B,
water level.
those values will be equal. That's level.
Trust. You're taking this way too seriously, mate.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm going to duck out for a bit.
Run away.
Bev, if you watch the video just posted, you will see that the levels are at different heights over a length of 2,000 meters.
Okay.
But the readings stay level.
Okay.
So
the middle one is the middle one higher.
For lack, the middle one is higher than the two at the ends. Yes, but it's still level.
Right. Brilliant.
I'm
that's what my
running away.
water level test
I'm
will
running
get to
away
show.
for your benefit.
I thought you said you were
because
going.
I don't want to be nasty to you. Yeah, but you decided to put that little at the end because you're a cock, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really nice, Bev.
Stop being a child and be an adult. Respect the fact that I'm actually trying to control my temper and take a positive action rather than sitting here and calling you a prick.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, thanks. Thanks for the self-control.
Come on, Bev. No sniggering, mate.
Right. So you definitely say that the middle is higher, right? Because I mean that's brilliant for my test. Because if we go 2 miles, that we'll definitely get higher, won't it?
What I would say is they are not all at the same height. They're at different heights. I think the middle is higher than the two at the end,
but the reading on all of them is level. Even though they're at different heights, they still read level.
How can they have different heights but read level? Are you just imagining that they're at different heights?
No, that's how level. Watch the video, you'll see.
Hey, Bev, if you got a video. If you got a 2 mile long, you're right. If you got a 2 mile long hose, Bev, with your vials on either end, and you went to the middle of that hose and you lifted it up, say 10 feet, will the both ends still be showing the same level?
Now the water will all pour out of it, won't it?
Yeah, but you compensate for that. You compensate for that. You have longer vials.
What?
If you have a long vial at each end.
Well, let's just put a T.
Tall vial.
Let's put a T junction in the middle. Hey.
No, what Waz is saying is perfectly, fine. Let's say you have the vials at the end each read 10 inches.
Yeah.
The one in the middle also reads 10 inches. Each vial is only filled up to the 5-inch mark.
Well,
and then you raise the one in the middle.
10 inches
Hang on,
if it's only
wait.
Let me set the scenario for you, right?
Okay.
The vials have a max reading of 10 inches. That's how long they are.
Okay, yeah.
They're all only filled halfway.
Right.
5 inches.
And they all read 5 inches.
They all read 5 inches.
Okay.
I take the one in the middle and I lift it into the air by an inch. They're all still going to read level, right? That's the picture Waz is trying to paint for you. They'll still read level.
All right. Well, could you call that an independent variable, like you varying?
It's not an experiment, like you said. It's not an experiment.
Would that not make it into an experiment?
It renders your test. Anything. It renders your test null and void.
Well, would it not equalize the level? Do you not think the level would all equalize?
I don't want to think about any of
that.
The
water
level.
No.
It'll equalize if you raise the middle of the 2 mile long hose up a little bit.
Yeah.
Both vials will still be level.
Yeah, all of 3 vials will be level, won't they? Because the water level establishes a horizontal plane, right?
But they're not horizontal though.
Oh.
They're different heights. I've lifted the one in the middle, so it's not horizontal.
But the other ones will equalize,
but it
won't they?
Level.
Yeah, that's the point of the water level.
Yeah, they will equalize and stay level, but they're not horizontal.
Across all three, yeah. The water level would establish a horizontal plane.
The water level.
That's why. That's why I bring those other two.
Horizontal.
That's why I bring those other two independent levels in to establish the center horizontal.
The center is not horizontal to the two ends, though. It's lifted.
But that's why I bring those other two levels in, because then you can check the level of the outside with the center. I mean,
yes,
my whole test goes to show that the center,
the one in the middle.
Yeah, that's what my test is designed to show. That bit in the middle, if there's a hump there or not. Like, do you understand how water levels work and the array, the way that I've set mine out?
Do you understand the scenario was presented to you?
Okay.
You lift the level in. There are 3 levels. You lift the one in the middle.
Yep.
They all still read level, even though they're not horizontal.
Yeah, it all equalizes to find a horizontal plane of reference.
Not a horizontal.
Yes.
Not a horizontal plane of reference.
Yes.
How is it a horizontal plane of reference?
That's what the water
if the middle
level
one is at a higher altitude.
It's not at a higher
than the
altitude,
is it? It is. I've lifted it up.
But the water level,
it's a higher altitude.
The water level in the tubes equalize.
Yes, the water level equalizes, but I've lifted the tube up.
Yeah, you've
it's
sort
at
of
a higher altitude.
Independent variable there, haven't you? You've got.
If I measured the middle tube from the floor to where the water reading is, it's a higher elevation. It's a longer distance than the two at the edges, so they are not horizontal, but they remain vertical.
So we now have a test with an independent variable. That's.
I don't care what you want to call the variable. What I'm telling you is
quite good, that.
It debunks your whole idea. It shows you that you can have level without things being horizontal.
Well, no, but the water level equalizing makes a horizontal, surely.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
so as I said, if you take a tape measure and you measure from the floor, from the ground to the 5-inch mark, on the two,
is the ground level?
Hang on.
Like, we do it at the side of a canal.
Level, yes,
we're doing it at the side of a canal. So we can use the canal as a reference, right?
Yeah, exactly. You could use the canal as your datum, and I would give it to you. You could say that the canal is flat, even, straight,
horizontal plane. Yeah, the water level in the canal.
Yeah,
is
horizontal plane.
Right.
Yes, that's fine. Now you have your water levels on sticks, right?
Yeah, they're about.
Let's say
let's say call it 10 inches at the side of the canal on the towpath.
Yeah. So each of them are 10 inches off of the ground. That's what your water level reading is. 10 inches off the ground. I take the middle one and I lift it an extra inch. So the middle one is 11 inches off the ground, while the others are 10 inches. So they're not horizontal anymore, but they all still read level.
Yeah, the water level will equalize. I mean, you keep explaining this and I think you're turning it into an experiment with a valid result and something, so that could be checked and verified over
you should check and verify it then.
You could be helping us out here. Was it anybody else think? What do you guys think? I mean, I know none of you are surveyors or anything, but does that sound like a good independent variable, like he keeps explaining there, and lifting it up and...
Well, is it an experiment or a test?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Does altering that middle bit and making that an independent variable, as in you could lift that up and down, would that, if that altered the level at the other ends, would that mean that you altering something adjusts the level to make it equalize? I mean, would that... What do you think, guys?
Well, what if you lifted the ends instead of...
Yeah. You would get the same result,
interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter whether you want to treat it as a test or an experiment. You're going to get the same results, and they'll both prove to you that level is not horizontal.
But if it's an experiment, then isn't that scientifically valid? Oh.
If it's a test, it could still be scientifically valid because it's an observation. Observation is also part of science. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how you treat it. Wow. That's beside the point. It doesn't matter, man. But at the end of the day, I doubt you're actually going to do this because I think you remember, like almost a year back, we were talking about moonlight being a cooling light, and I told you what you could do to verify that for yourself.
Yeah,
I doubt you have.
I've got the thermometers and all of that here, but it's the UK, man.
Oh, you remember?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've got all the stuff ready. It's the UK. You just can't get it set up. And Tony did it anyway, didn't he?
I don't know.
Did you not watch Tony's stuff? It was brilliant. Sleeping Warrior.
Who's Tony? Yeah. Oh, no. Do you have a link for it?
Yeah, it'll be on his channel. Moonlight. He did one first that seemed to show it was cooling. But then afterwards it seemed to show that the cooling occurred without the moon, which is fantastic.
Which proves that it's not the moon, right?
Well, no, it sort of looks like
exactly.
There's a cooling something coming from somewhere.
Yeah, from space. It's the fact that the sun isn't there. So things that have heat radiate their heat quicker into the coolness of space in the night sky. It proves to you that whether the moon is there or not, things will cool when exposed to the night sky.
Yeah, do you know what he did? And how he did it?
No, I don't know.
Well, does he know what he did?
Yeah,
I do.
He filmed it.
I do.
But he basically
just filmed
proved.
He used meat thermometers.
Yeah.
You know the ones that you're meant to put into meat? You stab it into meat?
No.
He used meat thermometers.
Nah, he didn't.
So not really accurate.
No,
yeah.
He's got one of them fancy
Did he
apps
stick it into his
phone.
eye?
He's got like an infrared thing on his phone that does temperature.
I'm sure he must have used like
it's not they don't use them on meat.
Right?
No, he used the meat thermometers.
No, he didn't.
Have a look at it.
Don't be silly.
Have a look at it.
Yeah, let's not talk too much about Anthony because he's a bit. What's the word now? Oh, jeez. Anyway, this equilibrium that you talk about there, Bev, what's the cause of that?
Well, I don't know. Like the test. Do you think the test is good though? The Nate's. If we alter that middle level and it alters on the outside, would that mean that it is actually equalising to make a horizontal plane?
Well, I mean, that aside, I mean, the question is what is causing the equilibrium?
No, we don't deal with causes at all. We'll just deal with the results. And then we'll leave you guys to work that one out, causes after the effect,
well,
all of that sort of stuff. How about if we just do the test and then you guys decide what happens and how it happens? Because I get the feeling that you guys are going to have to explain a straight line and curve it.
It's a bit coitus interruptus, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Not wanting to know the cause of the equilibrium is a bit coitus interruptus. I mean, you're going to do all this work and not work out why.
Well, can we not do the test first? Would it not be better to do the test and find the results before we decide why the results have happened?
Well, the results are going to be dependent on the water equalizer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and geometry as well.
So, what would the cause be? What would the cause be?
Well, the cause of the outside bits moving, I think, will be what Nate just described. If he lifts the middle bit, then that would be the cause of the other bits moving, wouldn't it? That would be like the independent variable. That shout out, Nate. That's brilliant.
So movement causes equilibrium.
No, the movement within the centre tube will hopefully cause an adjustment within the water level to equilibrium. Yeah.
So you move the centre of the tube.
Yeah, of the water level, the centre water level.
And it equalises.
And the water level within the tube should equalise. Yeah, is that what you think should happen? That's what I think should happen. I mean, we can test it to find out it does actually happen or not. But I mean, that's what I presume would happen.
Nice.
Yeah. be quite interested to find out exactly what does happen.
Yeah, but you can't say
with the cause of that equilibrium, with the cause of that water equalizing, whatever that is, would it also describe why things fall?
Ooh.
Would the water level describe why things fall? I doubt it. Nah.
That's exactly what I didn't say. Exactly what I didn't say.
Well, go on. What did you say then? Let's try it again.
Would the for fuck's sake? Do you have a pen? Would the cause of the water equalizing, would that cause be the same reason for things falling?
Things falling. No, I don't. I'm not too sure.
Like
I don't know.
If you pick up a rock and drop it,
yeah,
for example,
the cause of that rock falling.
Or is that a different? Is that a different cause?
If I'm going to pick the rock up, then me letting go of the rock would be the cause of the rock falling, wouldn't it?
But you're picking up the middle of the hose, and the ends of the water in the ends of the vials go up.
I don't know. It was Nate's idea. That, I mean, that's what.
Well, don't you think the water level in the vials on the end of the hose would go up if you lift the middle of the hose?
Do I think that might happen? Yeah, I think it probably would. Do you think that might happen or not?
So picking something up will cause something to go up. But also picking something up...
No, just lifting.
Okay, so lifting something up will cause something to go up.
I'm guessing you're going to lift it and hold it.
And hang on. And lifting up a rock would cause it to go, and letting it go would cause it to go down.
Yeah, lifting the middle water vial and holding it at that other position is not letting it drop, is it?
Yeah, so you're saying the different causes.
They're not the same thing, are they? So, I don't know.
So you're saying they're different causes.
Well, I'm
just trying to drill down
within the realms of this test. I don't know. You might be better off developing another test of your own, like for that one.
So they're independent of each other.
You picking things
unrelated.
Up and falling, and yeah, your test is for dropping things. My test is to find out whether the water level's horizontal or not.
Ah, mate, did you forget already?
Did I forget? And what? I don't know. Like, remind me. What have I forgotten?
Are they different causes?
What? Me lifting the
if I pick up the rock and let it go, is it trying to find its equilibrium by falling?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, probably.
So there's some sort of relation there.
Yeah.
You think, or are they completely different?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe finding its density equilibrium, right?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, if you pick up a helium balloon and drop it, that doesn't go down, does it? It tries to find its density equilibrium, isn't it? But
the
I mean,
layer with
we're stepping away from
the layer with stuff similar to the helium is higher up, energy, density, whatever. It'll float till it finds that layer, then it'll just kind of float and stay there.
You see, Bev, there's the whatever factor.
Yeah, density equilibrium, that's what I said. Like, same thing.
Density equilibrium factor.
Yeah. It's density.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I guess that's what makes the water level also. The water's all at the same density, so it tries to find its equilibrium. That's why it makes it horizontal plane of reference. That's why it's such a good tool for it, because it happens even if you just have a tube. That the water within the tube will find its equilibrium. That's why it establishes a horizontal plane of reference. It's beautiful.
It has its own natural resting place. You know why? You know that.
Right.
Yeah, what's up, Slick?
What it is, what it is.
What it do, what it does.
Have you looked at Sly Sparkane's video about this test, Bev?
Which one? The bug?
Sly Sparkane's test.
Yeah,
he's planning on doing this. He did a fundraiser for it. We didn't get enough money.
Bug 2.
What?
Bug 2. Is it? Because he did it initially, and he did it, and it all failed, didn't it? All the pipes cracked and the water came out. Designed it really badly. So he's gone for a different design, right? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked at that.
Okay, what do you think about that? Is that what you're planning on doing?
I'm trying to ask him about what he decides. He does loads of individual little water levels, doesn't he? I mean, he says his one is going to find a bendy water level. It's a bendy water level test, or bending water level test, I think. That's what he calls it. There you go. Bending.
Do you disagree with his methodology, or what are you planning on doing differently?
I have a different setup, don't I? I have a different water level setup. Like I've just explained.
How are you going to confirm that it's level from the first point to the last point?
How am I going to... Sorry, say that again?
Like, how are you going to confirm that it's level from the first point to the last point? Because that's what he does, doesn't he? He uses like a visual, right? He visually sight aligns it from the first marker to the last one.
Yeah. Well, a water level doesn't need a line of sight. Did he? I don't know why he missed that.
Well, if you're going to confirm the shape of the Earth underneath it, you're going to need to do that, aren't you?
Well,
yeah, exactly. The line of sight, Bev, was needed to determine whether or not it's flat and horizontal, or can you still have level when things are different elevations?
How can it establish a horizontal plane of reference without a sight line if it's curved?
It's only a horizontal plane of reference over a certain distance. It's not a horizontal plane of reference.
Do you know what mathematical
Yeah, but
plane?
it's not that way over like 4 miles unless you can confirm it is. But to do that, you have to do what I said.
So that is what you're saying. Over 4 miles, a water level won't be horizontal. Do you think that's the cut-off point?
No, less than that. But I'm not sure exactly what it would be. The point is, if you're trying to debunk that, you're going to need to find out, aren't you?
Darkstar, right? You're saying there is a cut-off point when a water level stops being horizontal, right?
Yeah, and I said I'm not sure exactly when you would start to say that's the case, but it's going to depend on what the purposes are. Like, if you're building a house, you're not going to care, are you?
No, let's say you're building a canal.
20 meters or something like that. It's, a level is going to be equivalent for that distance. It's going to be fine for that distance, right?
Let's say you're
talking about
canal.
4 miles, right?
Let's say you're building
so
a canal.
You're going to need to do a different test than a builder would do to level out the floor of a house.
27 miles, let's go. Right?
For sure it's not going to be horizontal.
For 27 miles. So there's definitely, you say, a curvature.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And if you wanted an easy way of testing it that wouldn't cost you as much money, you could do the bed for level experiment. How close are you to the Bedford Canal?
Miles off. I have been there.
Well, it's not that big of a deal then, is it? You could just go there.
I have been there.
Well, just do it there then. You don't need to buy all this tubing.
Do what? What? Just
do the Bedford.
Just go onto the canal and do my test.
No, do the Bedford level experiment.
Why? That's not my water level. Mine's a different test, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's cheaper and probably better.
Cheaper?
Well, you don't have to buy like 4 miles worth of tubing.
Right. What do you do then? Can you explain?
Hold on a minute. I'll just get.
No.
No, I need a picture because you're not going to get it if I explain it to you.
So, have you done surveying? Darkstar?
No, have you?
Yes.
Oh, well, then you'll like this experiment. It's just up your alley then, isn't it?
Okay, so...
Why are you trying to send this man on a wild goose chase, Dark? Come on.
He wants to buy 4 miles worth of tubing. I'm trying to save him money.
You're trying to send a man on a wild goose chase.
I know that the water level is horizontal, right? All this test is to do is try and explain to you people that water level's horizontal, because you think it curves, don't you? So
yeah, but
I've designed a test to show if that curvature's there. Do you like it or not?
Well, do you understand that curvature is in the imagination? It's not something that's in reality. So
I understand that
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how do you know that?
Yeah, that's a controversial statement. So.
Well, we've got a test.
You say that
show
as
you
if
guys.
you know it.
It'll show you there's no curvature. Are you scared of? Is that why you don't like this test?
The only time you get curvature is when you use a curving lens. Sly Sparkane's experiment is doomed to failure because he's going to use a curving lens, which is going to make the horizon drop below the crosshair. Samuel Rowbotham went over this in Zetetic Cosmology. Please read the book.
Mr. Bird.
Lenses add curvature and make the horizon drop. That's why you can't trust theodolite past certain distances, otherwise the error grows in magnitude.
Mr. Bird, to be fair, Bev is planning on using a dumpy. I don't know what for.
The only time you get curvature is with curving lenses. Yeah, NASA's lies or poorly understood perspective. That is the only time.
What do you think a dumpy's got in it? What do you think a dumpy's got in it?
If he's using the lens, it's doomed to fail anyway, just like Sly Sparkane's.
There you go, Bev. Don't do it, mate. It's going to fail.
Looks like I've got the water level there as a backup then. Hey, guys.
Mr. Bird.
No optics needed. We just get 3
standard.
people.
The straightest standard we have available is a laser or some sort of EMF frequency.